everyone, and welcome to another deep dive. Today we're taking a first look at something pretty incredible. It's called AutoGen, and it has the potential to really shake things up in the world of AI. And get this, we're actually getting a sneak peek right before it launches. So you're hearing it here first. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, it's generating a ton of buzz in the AI community. And for good reason. What's so exciting about AutoGen is this whole idea of autonomous AI agents. It's like having, you know, a whole team of AI specialists, all with their own unique skills, ready to just tackle any challenge you throw at them.
I gotta say,
Yeah.
I'm intrigued. But let's break this down a bit for anyone who's
Yeah.
hearing about AutoGen for the first time. What exactly are these AI agents, and how are they different from the AI we're all, kind of used to hearing about?
Okay, so instead of having, just one single AI model trying to do everything, AutoGen lets you create these specialized agents. So one agent could be amazing at coding, another one could be a master researcher, and another one could be a communication expert. They each bring their own A game to the table. And the real magic happens when they all work together.
So it's not just about one AI doing its own thing. It's about multiple AIs, each with their own specialty, all coming together to tackle these really complex tasks. It's like building your own AI dream team, right?
Yeah, exactly. And here's where it gets really interesting. These agents are designed to be autonomous, meaning they can operate with very minimal human intervention. They can communicate with each other, figure out how to best approach a problem, even adapt their strategies as they go. It's a whole new level of AI collaboration.
That is seriously impressive. It sounds like AutoGen is taking AI beyond just, executing commands and into this realm of intelligent collaboration. Can you give us some examples of how this works in practice?
Sure. One of the key features of AutoGen is its focus on conversational AI. These agents aren't just, following instructions. They can actually engage in dialogue to clarify goals, delegate tasks, even negotiate solutions. Imagine a team of AI agents discussing the best way to build a website or how to analyze a complex data set.
So they're not just executing code, they're actually talking to each other to figure things out.
Yeah.
That's a game changer. But how does AutoGen make sure that all these AI agents are working together smoothly and not just creating chaos?
Right. Well, that's where the idea of orchestration comes in. AutoGen has these really sophisticated mechanisms to manage all the interactions between the agents, to make sure they're working together effectively. It's like having a conductor leading an orchestra, making sure that each instrument plays its part harmoniously.
I love that analogy. So we've got these specialized autonomous AI agents that can communicate and collaborate. What are some of the areas where this kind of technology could really shine?
Oh, the possibilities are huge. I mean, just imagine AutoGen being used to accelerate scientific research. You could have a team of AI agents sifting through tons of scientific literature, synthesizing findings, even helping design experiments, all with very little human oversight.
So instead of scientists spending hours and hours, poring over papers, they could have this team of AI assistants doing the heavy lifting.
Right.
That could really revolutionize the pace of discovery. What other fields could AutoGen transform?
Well, think about software development. You could have agents specializing in different coding languages, testing, project management, all working together seamlessly to build really robust and efficient software.
Okay, I'm starting to see how game-changing this could be. We're talking about AI agents handling customer service inquiries, creating marketing content, managing complex projects. The possibilities are pretty mind-boggling. Let's get practical for a sec. When can people actually start exploring AutoGen?
Well, get this. AutoGen is launching tomorrow.
Whoa. Talk about a sneak peek. We're literally getting a first look at something that's about to become a major player in the AI world. This is huge.
Yeah, it is. It's creating a lot of buzz, and for good reason. AutoGen has the potential to make AI more accessible and impactful than ever before.
So where can people go to learn more about AutoGen and get started? I'm sure our listeners are eager to dive in.
You can find all the info you need on the official AutoGen website and their GitHub repositories. They'll have documentation, tutorials, and examples to help you get started.
Fantastic. We'll definitely include those links in our show notes. This is a really exciting development in the world of AI, and I can't wait to see what people create with it. But before we get too carried away dreaming about the future, let's take a moment to break down some of the technical details behind AutoGen.
Okay. Let's dive into the nuts and bolts of how AutoGen works.
Sounds good. We'll be right back after a quick... Oh, wait. No breaks today.
Okay.
We're just going to keep going. Stay with us.
Okay, so before we went off on that tangent, we were talking about some of the really amazing things that AutoGen can do. So now, let's kind of unpack what makes it tick. At the core of AutoGen are these things called large language models, LLMs for short.
LLMs, we hear that term a lot these days. Can you remind us like what LLMs actually are and how they fit into AutoGen?
Sure. So LLMs are essentially the foundation of AutoGen's conversational AI capabilities. These models have been trained on massive data sets of text and code, and that allows them to understand and generate human-like language. That's what enables these AI agents to communicate and collaborate so effectively.
Okay, so the LLMs provide the language skills.
Yeah.
Got it. But how does AutoGen go beyond just conversation? How does it actually coordinate all the actions and decisions of these multiple AI agents working together, especially on a complex task?
Right. That's where the magic of orchestration comes in. AutoGen uses these really sophisticated algorithms to manage all the interactions between these agents and make sure they're working together smoothly and efficiently. It's like, like we were saying before, having a conductor leading an orchestra, they make sure that each instrument plays its part in harmony.
Yeah, I love that analogy. So we have the LLMs as the brains
Mm-hmm.
and the orchestration as the conductor, guiding the actions of all these agents. What about the agents themselves? What are they actually made of?
Well, each agent in AutoGen, you can think of it as its own little self-contained module. It has a very specific function and a set of expertise. So developers can define the agent's role, what knowledge base it can access, even the tools it uses to get its tasks done. Imagine you're assembling a team of specialists, and you're giving each one the perfect tools for the job.
So it's not like you're just dealing with a bunch of generic AI agents.
Right.
You can really create these highly specialized agents for very specific tasks or domains.
Right.
That seems incredibly powerful.
But
It also sounds like it could get pretty complex.
yeah, but that's actually the beauty of AutoGen's design. The whole framework is designed to be modular and extensible, which means it's actually easier for developers to build and customize their own agents. There are pre-built templates, libraries of functions. They can even integrate their own tools and APIs. It's really quite flexible.
That makes a lot of sense. It's like having a set of building blocks.
Yeah.
And you can kind of mix and match them to create these unique AI agents for different needs. But with all this flexibility and customization, are there any guidelines or best practices in place? I mean, just to make sure that these agents are reliable and effective.
Oh, absolutely. The AutoGen community is really focused on responsible development. They're creating and sharing best practices, documentation, tutorials, so developers can build robust and useful AI agents. Transparency is really key here to make sure that these powerful tools are being used for good.
That's great to hear. It's encouraging to see the community being so proactive about ethical development. Okay, let's shift gears a bit and talk about some of the potential impacts of AutoGen. It's exciting to think about all the possibilities, but I also wonder about the implications for the job market. Are people right to be concerned about these autonomous AI agents replacing human workers?
Yeah, I think it's understandable that people have these concerns. But historically, advancements in technology have often created new jobs, and even entirely new industries. I see AutoGen as more of a tool to augment human capabilities, rather than replace them entirely.
So instead of eliminating jobs, we might see a shift towards roles that require more, creative thinking, complex problem solving.
Exactly. AutoGen can handle a lot of the routine and repetitive tasks, which actually frees up human workers to focus on more. Fulfilling and impactful work. Think of it like AutoGen allows humans to do what they do best. And AI can handle the tasks that are better suited for machines.
Yeah, I like that. It's a much more optimistic outlook. And I think it really aligns with the vision of AutoGen's creators. It's about creating this more efficient and collaborative work environment where humans and AI can work together seamlessly.
Right. That's the ultimate goal. To create a future where humans and AI can coexist and collaborate, each playing to their strengths to achieve greater outcomes.
It's been really insightful to dive into the mechanics of AutoGen and learn how it all comes together. We've only scratched the surface, but I'm already seeing how powerful this technology can be.
There's so much more to explore.
And speaking of exploring, next up we'll be diving into some real-world examples of AutoGen in action and showcasing how it's already transforming different industries. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. We spent this whole deep dive exploring the possibilities of AutoGen. We've talked about those autonomous AI agents, the power of LLMs, and how the whole framework kind of comes together. But now I'm really excited to move from theory to practice. Let's see how AutoGen is actually being used out there in the real world.
Yeah. One of the most exciting areas where AutoGen is making a real impact is in software development. So imagine a team of these AI agents, all working together to build like a complex web application. You could have one agent that specializes in front-end development. using its knowledge of HTML, CSS, JavaScript to create this really beautiful and user-friendly interface.
So instead of a human developer having to spend hours writing code, for every button and menu, they could just give instructions to an AI agent.
Yeah,
And it could get it done so much faster. That would be a huge time saver.
exactly. And while that's happening, you could have another agent that's focused on the back-end development, building the server-side logic, handling database interactions, all the things that make the application actually work. This agent might be an expert in languages like Python or Java and have a really deep understanding of how databases work.
It's starting to sound like having a whole team of expert developers working 24/7, each one focusing on their own area of expertise. But how does AutoGen make sure that all these different parts of the application actually work together seamlessly?
Well, AutoGen's orchestration capabilities are really key here. The agents are constantly communicating with each other, sharing information, coordinating their actions. That ensures that the front end and the back end are totally in sync. They can even run automated tests to catch and fix bugs before the application is even deployed.
This sounds like a dream come true for any software development team. Faster development, fewer errors, more time for humans to focus on the creative and strategic parts of building great software.
It is. And the amazing thing is, this is just the tip of the iceberg. AutoGen isn't just transforming software development, it's also having a huge impact on scientific research, data analysis, even creative fields like content creation.
When we first started talking about AutoGen, the potential applications in research really caught my attention. Can you tell us more about that?
Sure. So picture this. A team of AI agents working alongside scientists to speed up the pace of discovery. You could have an agent that's amazing at reviewing scientific literature. It could sort through mountains of research papers, identify the most relevant studies, and pull out the key findings.
That would be a game changer for researchers. They often spend countless hours just reading through papers. It's such a time-consuming process. But what about the actual experiments and data analysis? Can AI agents play a role there too?
Oh, absolutely. Another agent could be trained to design experiments and collect data with a level of speed and precision that humans just can't match. And then you could have another agent that's an expert in analyzing that data, finding patterns, even coming up with new hypotheses for further investigation.
It really feels like we're on the verge of a whole new era of scientific discovery, powered by AI. Scientists could tackle the world's biggest challenges with incredible speed and efficiency. It's mind-blowing.
Yeah, and it goes even further. Imagine AI agents working with journalists to create data-driven news reports, or helping marketers craft really targeted ad campaigns based on real customer insights. The possibilities are pretty much endless.
It really does feel like AutoGen is going to revolutionize so many aspects of our lives. As we wrap up this deep dive into AutoGen, I want to leave our listeners with one final thought. We've explored all this incredible power and potential, but it's really important to remember that technology is ultimately a tool. It's up to us, all of us, to guide its development and make sure it's being used to create a better future for everyone.
I couldn't agree more. The future of AI isn't about machines replacing humans. It's about humans and machines working together to achieve amazing things that neither could do alone. AutoGen is a huge step in that direction, and I'm really excited to see how it shapes the world.
That's a great note to end on. Thanks so much for taking us on this journey into the world of AutoGen. It's been a fascinating deep dive. And for all of our listeners who want to stay ahead of the curve when it comes to AI, make sure to subscribe to AI for the People. We'll keep bringing you deep dives into the latest advancements, breakthroughs, and thought-provoking discussions about the future of AI. Until next time.